Exciting times are upon us here in the Hunter Classic. Once again, we are getting a new species, this time here on Hemmeldal. But before we go any further with that, we have to see the lovely loading animation of this combo gun. I just love this gun and literally every aspect of it. And I think the fact that the gun came out is kind of the reason that it seems this new species is not being talked about. I think everybody saw this gun hit the store and just ran to go get it. But yeah, we are getting a new species here on Hemmeldal. I'm going to talk about that, what I think it could be based on some research, and I'm definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say in the comments about that. So if you don't already know, Hemmeldal is a Sweden-inspired map, and I was kind of looking at some of these species that would work, and there are two that I kind of think are the most likely as to what we could actually see here in the Hunter Classic. Number one is lynx. We already have Eurasian lynx in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we also have bobcats here in Classic, so the models are kind of already there. I would see that as being the most likely, since it's kind of in both games with the bobcats and the actual lynx in Call of the Wild. And then the other one, which I would actually prefer, is wolverine. I did not realize those existed in Sweden, but actually just straight up looking up Sweden game species, wolverine were one of the ones that were there. God, I love this gun sound. But yeah, those are the two that I found most likely. I think the third one that I thought maybe could be a thing was black grouse, but we have the willow ptarmigan already, so two kind of bird, not pigeon, grouse ptarmigan species. I wouldn't see that being likely, so those two are kind of where I think it could be. But seems we took out pretty much every organ from this fox, and a 22.2 female. That's a huge female, number one, and number two, not a bad way to start off this hunt. But yeah, I wanted to come here to Hemmeldal because we do have the new species coming, and from what I just said, or any other suggestions that you guys have, I'd love to know what you think the new species could be. Oh, and we actually have a reindeer just chilling out here. Looks like she's by herself, so we will use the 9-3 on her, just try to drop her. And I guess if we shoot her that far away, we got a little more time to talk about the new species we're getting. I mean, I said I love the shotgun sound, but oh man, that 9-3, by far my favorite sound in this game for a gun. But yeah, I really do want to know what you guys think, if there's other species that I'm missing, especially if you're from the area. That would be great insight to kind of have as to what species we could be seeing, because obviously there's only so much I can learn from research, and not all that stuff is entirely accurate, and it just all depends on exactly where you end up looking things up. But the most consistent ones that I found were those three that I said, and I would not be at all, I did say that I would rather wolverine. I would have no problems with having lynx as being the new species, but I think wolverine are just so cool and so unique. That could actually be really, really nice. But the reason I think it's going to be lynx, not only because we have the bobcat model, but generally speaking, anytime a new species is released in this game, you end up getting multiple in the same class. So take the, I think it was bighorn sheep first, and then Dall sheep, and then feral goats, or those three species, not quite in that order. But I wouldn't expect, or I wouldn't be surprised to see like a similar thing with the cats. But that was actually a heart shot at that interesting angle, and a 276 score for that female. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I am definitely very excited, because Hemmeldal for me has gotten pretty stale. Like, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was even going to hunt Hemmeldal when I talked about it, but I can tell you I will definitely be hunting it regardless of what the new species is. That's actually not a bad moose, maybe like 160-ish. Actually, do I have the 9-3? I did. Got a little worried that I was going to shoot him with buckshot. Let's not do that. And down he goes. Can we actually get that one as well? Not if there's a tree in the way. Trying to get my breath back. This gun's so heavy. That works. Don't know where I hit him, but that shall do the trick. I really am trying to drop multiple animals when I can with this gun to get the weapon score, or what has it been called? The weapon level up, so that, you know, the massive sway of a gun so heavy isn't quite as impactful. But that was actually not a hard shot on this one. Left lung, liver, stomach, and intestine dropped to 165.976 rather. You see that a lot with moose in that like middle range. I don't know if you noticed there, the max score estimate for that moose was 165, and he actually went a bit above that. I see that a lot with like 160s and 170s moose, which is interesting because most of these score estimates generally are the scores in that range, but it seems like disproportionately a lot with the mid-range moose. And go figure, we got like the exact same shot on this moose. Intestine all the way up to right lung and a 106 score for him. And we've got a reindeer of some kind hiding behind a tree over there and doing a great job of it because I still don't know what it is. It almost did look like a male based on the markings, and I am some kind of stuck. Where did he go? I think I just saw him there. Or she, I actually have no idea. That looked like a paddle though. Or is that a face? It is a face. Alright, you know what? I don't care what it is. I'm just going to shoot it. If we can find a spot we can slide a shot in, which I think right there will work. Oh, that actually was a decent male. I don't think he was huge, but it didn't look half bad. Honestly, like, reindeer I can't judge anyway, but if I had to guess, maybe 300 or 400. I didn't see any kind of like tops, or I just saw like one paddle and that he had decent height on the actual frame itself. So where was he? Like right here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, probably 300. He's actually not quite even where I thought he was, but decent little male. 363 and a intestine, liver, and right lung shot, and we shall continue on. But the more I hunt this map, the more I realize I do feel this map definitely needs another species. It just feels so empty to me, and it has kind of felt that way ever since the introduction of willow ptarmigan. I don't know if like the overall total number of animals maybe counts the ptarmigan, and therefore like there's smaller big game animals, but a lot of the map does just feel empty, so that'll be a welcome addition for me. I mean, I guess I should actually shoot that cow. I did say that I'm trying to get the weapon levels up with this thing, so taking crouching or standing shots beyond like 50 meters is at least viable. Oh, what? How? No way. That has to be the little reindeer spawning glitch. There is no way there was a reindeer standing there. I don't know if you guys know about that. But there was a glitch that used to happen, and apparently still happens, where reindeer were kind of invisible, and when you shot, it somehow in some weird way spawned them in, and I thought I might have even heard another one running off. They make sounds kind of as they run up ahead somewhere, but yeah, there is, I refuse to believe there was a reindeer there. You guys can check if you want to go back and look. I'll try to look while I'm editing, but I am nearly certain that was not standing there. But go figure, I made the shot on the running reindeer that I tried to hit on the moose. I don't know, I'm pretty sure the 9.3 should have penetrated enough had I had it lined up, although she didn't really make it all that far. But I tried to get like through the hindquarter into the heart and messed it up, and then somehow did it on the reindeer anyway. But yeah, I actually want to go back and look at that now, because I swear there was no reindeer. Like, that was only, what, 40, 50 meters away from where I was? I think I would have heard or seen that. But intestine, liver, and lungs, so apparently if you hit the stomach with that shot, it's a drop. If you don't, they run for 5 seconds, so that's interesting. So we should have some reindeer coming right at us. In fact, they're probably getting pretty close. Yeah, I can hear them, and I think that, unfortunately, is the male. He's not terrible. But he is now down, and I'm actually going to run up to the edge here and make sure there are no rares or anything for the females. They look to be pretty normal. A couple of decent sized females, but no bright white down there, so I think we're good. And wow, there were a lot. Jeez, there's another one. That's a male, so if he stops, I'll try to get him. Because if I hear him calling later, then I'm going to end up wasting time on a very busted up like 300s. He did slow down, so I'll kind of wait here, but we'll grab the one we got here and see what he scores. He's a 429, that's not too bad. 153 weight though. I'm glad we got him in the way that we did. He kind of just called down here and I brought him right in, because had I picked up that track, I would have spent the rest of the hunt tracking him if I had to, because usually when they get up to that weight, they can score a lot higher. I do see that one female stopped over there, but I'm kind of going the other way. I don't think that male is going to mess with us, and I definitely don't want to run all the way down there for a female or the busted up male we have. So I'll just get out of here before they end up calling and making me turn around. So we've got a bear and a moose. The bear is a female and the moose is a not so impressive male, but I don't actually have 1,000 brown bear kills yet, so I'll go for the bear first. Maybe try to hit the moose on the run if we can. See if we can get this lined up. It's a weird angle, but good enough. That did not look right. Oh, I may have just shot it with buckshot. That kind of explains that. Well, I guess at this point, Actually, there we go. And yeah, buckshot is not permitted for brown bear. I can't believe that it traveled that far. How far did we shoot? Guess it wasn't insanely far. Like 120 meters maybe when we shot it with buckshot, so that's not going to count. And that was a solid waste of a decent opportunity, but it happens. Oh, that's so stupid. I switched to buckshot to see how many shots I had taken with it, and I forgot to switch back. I was trying to remember how that happened, but oh well, at least it was a female. Alright, redemption on a brown bear. Actually, like the exact same size anyway, but that's 200-ish meters away. I don't know that this 9.3 would have any difference in drop rather than the 9.3 over under, but if that's the case, we'll have to aim a little bit high. So if that looks a little odd the way that's climbing the mountain, but if she'll kind of stop, we should have to aim like just maybe an inch or so high. There we go. I swear that just happened again. There's no way there was a reindeer there, but I heard it take off. There's another brown bear running up on the hill, but I want to see what this reindeer was. Like, I should have heard or seen that reindeer at some point as I was coming up here. I'm pretty sure I ran up here. There's no way the reindeer just stayed there. And now there's no way I'm ever going to know where it went from the looks of it, because I can't figure out which direction it ran. But either way, another chance to gain a bit of weapon level. I don't know. I'm hoping that's a double lung and it's going to go down rather quickly, but I want to find that reindeer's tracks and know what it was, because it sounded like a solo, and a lot of the solos are males. So the moose definitely went down. I had no reindeer tracks over there, but I know I heard one run off. And we actually did get the double lung shot at 174, but I'm a little less confident about the bear. I felt like that actually kind of ended up lower than I wanted, but I'm not really sure. I couldn't see exactly where it landed, but I think it was standing right up here somewhere. This might even be... No, that's a moose track. I thought it was on this hill. Maybe this one. Yeah, one of these will be it. Yeah, it was intestines, kind of like I thought. But that 9.3, I bet it's not far from here. And as expected, I don't know, maybe 100 meters or so, and she is down, and yeah, that's way back and low from where I was trying to hit. But to be fair, it was a 208 meter shot, and she still went down in under 2 minutes, so not bad. So I just fast traveled, and we have a somewhat solid road deer buck, 125 to 175, and I saw a few more walking around over here. Looks like they are nothing but females, and is that the same buck? Oh, it is. Okay. So I do want to switch to the buckshot here, because this could be kind of fun. If he will just give us some kind of close range shot, I'm going for a headshot here. I think I sent a bear running as well, but wow. That's a rather concentrated blow to the head of nothing but shotgun buckshot from a massive gun. It was a brain shot, believe it or not, with all the buckshot pellets landing in the head region. 156 score on that. And I am just going to show you where I'm going. I don't feel like I show where I go on the map very much anymore. You can see where I went throughout the hunt so far. I'm heading down to this barrel. It's not filled, but usually there's bears or something hanging out in the canyon. I'll probably walk around like this and end somewhere up around that tower with the 10-net. So that's kind of the plan for the rest of the hunt. Nothing but female brown bears today, it seems. Probably that one we saw run off was like a 29 when I shot something that I can't remember, but I did remember to switch to the 9.3, so we can just go ahead and use ethical ammo. I don't know what that animation was before I shot, but I kind of thought it looked cool. And apparently I'm doing a full reload. Oh yeah, I forgot. They don't have a animation for just taking one shotgun shell out, because we just shot the roe deer there. But yeah, that was interesting. I guess that was like the bear roaring. Maybe it was spooked from shooting the roe deer. I thought we would have been further away, but I don't know. But it was a 20.9 scoring bear, and we will continue on our way. So I just fast traveled again to get to this tower, and there is a reindeer bull who, if he had the rest of his rack, would actually be really solid, but he's missing every paddle. 400 to 540, he definitely could have been bigger than that, and we definitely sent another one running. I don't know. I'm going to jump in this tower and see if I can spot it. I heard the sound reindeer make when they run off, and it actually did sound like a single reindeer running, but not seeing anything. I'm walking in circles so I can stay crouched and still kind of see a little further because I'm like crouching upwards to walk, but that didn't really pan out. Nothing there, but yeah, This guy's got a really nice frame and then just no paddles whatsoever. I guess he does have one, a tiny one. But a 423 score and again 150 weight. If I would have picked up his track and not seen him, I would have chased him all over the map if I had to. That's actually not a bad bull moose to end on. 135 to 160, and if he will just stop, we'll send a 9.3 round through his heart, and I think that will just about do it. So we'll grab him and see what we've got. And yeah, we've got a new species coming here to Hemmeldal. I haven't talked about it too much, but a little bit at the beginning there. Make sure to leave in the comments below what you guys think it's going to be, whether it's the lynx or wolverine that I kind of think I would be leaning towards, or something entirely different. I really want to know what you guys think. And man, I said through his heart, but it was through his heart and pretty much all the way back to the other end. Got all the way to the stomach. 149 score on him. But yeah, as I said, guys, be sure to comment below with what species you think is coming to Hemmeldal, and that is going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for sticking around to the end. It is very much appreciated, and I will see you next time.